Hi everyone. What I'd like to talk about today is how smart homes and the cloud over the internet talk to each other, what their relationship is. I'm sure that you heard in 2021 there were two major internet outages. That meant that a lot of websites and email services didn't work and a lot of connectivity was dropped. That continued for about 3 or 4 hours until the internet came back online, and there was an impact on smart homes. Because of that, a lot of automation services for smart homes failed, like lights didn't come on, or when you got home and something was supposed to happen with your smart home, it didn't work because of that internet outage. And because of that, people said, see, smart homes are full of problems, they're not worth the money, the technology is just not there yet, and I saw a lot of those types of comments. A lot of them are correct, but not all of them were. So I want to clarify about that today. One thing that I think helps you understand exactly how smart products run is to think of it this way. If you have a smart plug or a smart lock or a smart light, they need to be told how to function, whether it's a light turning on or a lock locking. Something needs to communicate with them and control them. And that could be done by a smart product hub, like the Smart Things hub. It would run those smart devices. It has a computer chip inside of it, a timer, and you can set up schedules and different parameters. And once they're met, then certain things will happen, like say lights turning on, or when you leave, the door will lock, and when you get home, the door will unlock. So that's how smart products run. They're controlled by a hub, and that helps a lot with your smart home. But not all smart products require a hub. Many actually don't require a hub, but they can still be programmed on a schedule, and that is done via communication with the cloud. So say I had a product like the Ross light, for example. I installed it and I wanted it to turn on at 6 in the morning to help wake me up. And so I would download the Ross app and on the app program it to turn on at 6. But when it came time for the light to turn on, it wouldn't be my phone turning that light on. It would be my phone communicating to the cloud then turning that light on. The light itself doesn't have any computer chip like that inside for it to run automation sequences, so it's the cloud that would then turn on the light. So when there is a large internet outage, a system like that wouldn't work because there'd be no connectivity between the cloud and that light to turn it on. This isn't a very common issue, though. I've seen some people really complain that these outages happen all the time, but it just depends on where you live. For instance, where I live, I have quite good internet, so I don't have that issue very often. I also don't have many cloud-based products. I got a few when I was more new into smart home technology until I transitioned to local connectivity products only. And so those outages would affect my cloud-based products, but that would be very rare. Some products that use an app to turn them on don't connect through the cloud. For instance, the LifeX bulb, if you want to schedule it to turn on at certain times, that would be done through the cloud, say at 7 o'clock or whatever you want to set it to do. However, if you want to just turn it on and off manually, you would connect to it directly with your phone, and that wouldn't go through the cloud. So then say internet services were down, you'd still be able to turn on those lights, but more manually, whether with your switch or your phone, or even on like a smart plug like this, it has a toggle switch. So they would still be running. It would just be done more the old-fashioned way, manually. So that's one reason why I always encourage people to, when they're getting into smart home products, to get locally communicating products only. In my home, it's all done locally. I mean, I have a few products that are run through the cloud, but we won't worry about those today, and things for me are usually fine. So even through those internet outages of 2021, my smart home was still running. The communication protocols Zigbee and Z-Wave are 100% local. So if you get a smart product hub like the Habitat, that works completely locally as well. So you just plug it in and then your products connect to it. Smart Things has a blend of internet-based and local communicating technologies, but I know that they are transitioning more to only local products. And I'm not saying this to make you afraid to buy any internet-based products due to those outages, because those outages are very rare. There are some Wi-Fi based products that can use the cloud, but they can also be run locally. For instance, LifeX bulbs are scheduled and run through the cloud, but can also be done via your smart product hub, like the Habitat. It can connect directly and control the LifeX bulbs without use of the cloud. And you can set up your scheduling and automation and everything like that, which would mean that if the cloud did go down, you wouldn't have an issue. And that's where really the concerns lie regarding internet outages and where people might have those complaints about it. Things are only affected if you use cloud-based products and not if you use products that are communicated with locally. So I hope that gives you a better picture on cloud-based products versus local products. With the new smart home technology Matter coming out, we're going to see how the gap is bridged between cloud-based products and locally run products. So I hope that gives you a better picture on all of this. Thank you, and be smart.